Yo guys, what's going on? It's Icy Gamers here, and today's deck list is going to be featuring Crobat, Darkrai, and Arceus all in one, and we're going to be pairing it all alongside the Rare Candy. The Rare Candy is here for the Zubat into the Crobat line. With the double Darkrai, we have the double Pokeball, double Communication, double Research, one Sabrina, one Leaf, one Iono, and one Center Lady. So here is a quick view of the deck. We fell a little bit from playing some other decks on the ladder, so we are in Ultra Ball 2, but we will see how this deck performs. I have some high hopes. Of course, it's going to be pretty reliant on drawing the Crobat, so that's why we put in some communications. So hopefully that does help us. So looks like we're going to be going second. Start off with Zubat into Crobat, but we don't have the Arceus. So you can see that there is just a lot that the deck needs, to be fair. We can make Crobat for 50 damage on the next turn, but we need Arceus to get our ability. But I mean, 50 damage is still 50 damage at the end of the day. Or 70 damage for turn 2. Not turn 2, but turn 3, I guess. I mean, if we're insane, we just top deck Arceus, right? Or Research. Pokeball. Oh. Oh! Wait, we actually top decked Arceus. Bet. Alright, so we're gonna put in the energy onto the Zubat. Zubat Bite. 40 damage in on that Shuppet. And then we can start putting energy onto the Arceus while we cook. Goes into the Haunter. That's fine. That means they don't have a Rare Candy. I knew they were gonna Sabrina. I knew it. But that's fine. Cape is annoying. That means they're gonna live. But it'll be fine because we have the Leaf and the Rare Candy. And we can Sabrina them back. Well, let's start off with Rare Candy. Into the Crobat. I mean, I guess the problem is here. Excuse me. Is we're gonna put the energy on the Arceus, we're gonna Leaf. The Cape saved them, because if it wasn't for the Cape, we'd be going insane right now. So that's gonna be 70 damage. Huge. And they're gonna concede. Alright, that's gonna be a win. Game number 1 going to Crobat. Huge. Yeah, that's the gist of the idea. The gist of the deck is to do that, of course, alongside your Darkrai. So let's see if we can get back into Ultra 3. 1 point away. 1 point away is always the most, the most toxic part. We're not in a rush to get Masters, but it could be fun. So we're gonna be going second. Arceus start. Luckily we drew our Leaf, so it's not the end of the world. We do get the ball and the Rare Candy. Or not the ball and the Rare Candy, the ball and the Research. And they had to start Charmander, so they didn't start Moltres. Research, I'm scared they're gonna have that Rare Candy right away. Could be scary. Just gonna pass another Research. Well, we're gonna be drawing into our deck pretty hard here. Darkrai. That's good. Crobat, Iono. Well, we will put the Darkrai EX down, and we'll just do a little bit of ping damage onto the Charmander. Can add up over time, of course. If we can find... No, even with the red card... Oh, my hand is... All the draw power. Rare candy? Crobat? Research. I mean, okay. I just need that I just need the Zubat now. Then we can actually cook. We had the leaf too, though. Just going in for 20 damage. Okay, huge actually. Research, Iono, Sabrina. Ping them down. His Charmander is going down to 40 HP now. Next turn we can do 50 damage. If they don't evolve. Luckily we don't have to be worried about taking damage yet. Alright, they're really thinking here. They've got a lot of cards in hand, like 6 cards in hand, so I'm sure they can do something. Well, where do you get this Charmander from? I want it. There's the leaf. Right, well, I'll start off with a rare candy. Get a rare candy into the Crobat. Yo, this feels illegal, by the way, doing all this without... so that we can Darkrai ping. Yo, this is insane! Take the Charmander damage. And you know we still haven't even used a trainer yet. So then we can proceed to leaf. This feels illegal. This feels illegal, like, actually. That's the concede. GG's. Huge. We will take that. Back into Ultra 3. Nice. So let's go for game number 3. 2-0 so far. You know, we like those, we like those stats, for sure. But yeah, I've got to do like a lot of decks, basically, very fast. Alright. Mainly because I'm gonna be on like vacation pretty soon. So I want to get as much pre-recorded as possible. So when you guys are saying this, I'm probably already gone. Chatot. Zubat. Alright. Research? What do you have in store for us? Pokeball, communication. Pokeball, Arceus. Well, we don't need 2 Arceuses, so I think we prefer Darkrai here, honestly. Yeah, we'll take the Darkrai. I guess we'll do it like this. And then we'll go in for the damage like that. Okay, so we're gonna put it onto the Fossil. That's a little scary. It's just a full Fossil deck right now. Rare candy, I'm only missing the my Crobat now. If I top deck the surely we don't top deck a Pokemon to send back or a Darkrai Arceus that we could have, or actually no, what am I talking about? We need Crobat. So they put old Amber. They're gonna concede. That's gonna be another win. Zubat takes it. That's 3-0. Actually kind of crazy. 1029. The Chatot never got to attack, thankfully. Alright, so game number 4. we're gonna be going first. Oh, all we're missing is a Zubat. If we can find that Zubat, we're so like we cooked them so hard. It's probably Gallade. Arceus. Come on, Zubat. Zubat, 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 Zubat. Let's go. Actually huge. Then we can put the Arceus down. We got Rare Candy for next turn. And then Ping with Darkrai. Ping with, that's 50 damage. Basically take the Ralts down to 10. I'll probably teleport out though, to be fair. Goes immediately for that Hitmonlee. Okay. So we're gonna Rare Candy up. Crobat. We're gonna go for 30 damage. Ping again for 20 more. Luckily, Misdreavus... I always call it Misdreavus. Marshadow doesn't have any energy attached, so they can either choose to attack the bench, or they can go in for 100 damage with the Marshadow here. Pokeball... Because we can do 50 to whatever they do. Another Hitmonlee. Alright, so they're just gonna go for 100 damage. That's fair. We will... Yeah, I mean, I guess we just ping for 30. That's completely fine. Glade Rare Candy is also kind of scary. We'll put you down. We could Sabrina them. Basically get all the energy off of them. You know what? I don't think that's a terrible idea. Maybe I should have, we're probably gonna put Ralts in. But getting all the energy off you, I think it's worth. You can do 120 with the red. Not enough to take us out. They're gonna concede, and that's gonna be 4 in a row for Crobat Darkrai. I definitely think the communications are very, very helpful. This is probably like one of the only decks you want to run like 2 communications in. Alright, next game. Let's find out what's in store. This actually might just be the new way to play Darkrai. Alright, we're going second. The only thing we're missing, luckily we're not weak to, is a Rare Candy. Dratini start, not great for them to be honest. Hopefully we see nothing but electric energy. There's going to be a Pokeball. Although Rare Candies do exist, but you still need 4 energy, so I'm not too sold on that. There's another Zubat. Darkrai? Arceus, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna put you guys down. Maybe Ionoing would have made more sense, but we'll go for 20 damage. Alright, to keep like the Arceus in hand for now. All about finding the Rare Candy or a Darkrai like ASAP. Otherwise, we're just going to start stacking energy onto the Arceus, which is also a fine strategy. Rotom. So they already have the water. It's just annoying. Rare Candy! Going immediately into Dragonite. See, I don't know about Dragonite, Rare Candy. The problem, it still needs 4 energy, so it still takes a long time to set up. Did they forget to put... Oh no, they retreated, right? Research, Iono, Center Lady. I guess we'll just put 20 damage in to this Rotom. I guess Ionoing is another possibility. Pokeball. This is gonna be Darkrai. Do I want to Iono for Rare Candy? You know what? A Rare Candy Crobat, I don't know what the odds are, but... There's Rare Candy, Darkrai, Arceus, Crobat. Alright, there you go, there we go. Now we're talking. So now I can Rare Candy into the Crobat. We can ping for 30. We can Darkrai ping for 20. And then we can attack for another 50 damage in the next turn. Actually insane. And that is another concede, and that is 5 games in a row with this deck. It's actually just destroying right now. You love to see it. But this deck is insane. Of course, you need to draw the pieces, but hey, when it draws the pieces, it goes insane. Like, that's all I can say. We're gonna be going first. Zubat, Communication, Rare Candy, Iono. This might be and we're weak to that as well. It's unfortunate. Alright. Research or Iono. We're gonna research Crobat. As long as they don't... If they have Giovanni Loki, we're cooked! They won't have Geo, chat. They won't have Geo. Alright, that's 40 damage. Pretty annoying, but we live. Alright, so we're gonna have Rare Candy. Put the Crobat down. Now the question is, do oh no, I could Communication to try and find Arceus. Let's do that. Getting rid of Darkrai is really, really insane, but... Oh, we actually found it! Huge, actually. We can go full health. Ping. And then we'll use... Because I don't really want to Iono them to help them either, so if we can avoid that, that would also be great. So what are we scared of here? Sabrina, a Rampardos. Rare Candy Rampardos is what we're scared of. Not so much Cranidos, though. Although it is going to be pretty insane damage. Darkrai. So Darkrai can ping this 20 damage plus 70 damage. That should be GG's. And that's going to be game number 6. Yes, let's go! Huge! Crobat. This deck is going crazy. 6 in a row. I mean... We're gonna go again. Can't stop when you're like on a roll like that. You just gotta keep playing. Alright, we're gonna be going first. into a fire deck. We have all we need is Arceus, and we completely cook. Iono. Alright, research. Arceus. One time for the one time. Arceus for the one time for the one time. Zubat. Yeah, I'm just passing here. I think Iono. I could Crobat, do 50 damage. Actually, if they attack with Litten, I take the Litten out. With a Crobat or a Candy. But I also take myself out. Arceus, please. Arceus, please. Arceus, please. Darkrai. I had a feeling it was going to be Darkrai. I think the correct line is to do it this way. Heal up. A rare candy. Go into Crobat. Set the Darkrai. And do 50 damage. I guess I didn't need to be fair, like that is true. I forgot I gained the HP for evolving, so there's also that. We can do 20 plus we do 70 damage to Litten if they don't evolve it. Waiting for the response. Let's see. They're just passing turn. And we draw the Arceus. Oh my goodness. Let's go. So now we can use Cunning Link. And with this, that is going to be 7 in a row. Actually insane. GG's. Crobat Darkrai is insane. 1069. Alright, I mean, hey, 7 in a row? Do I hear 8? 8 games in a row would be my record. My record's 8 in a row, so if we can get to 9, that would be the best I've ever done in a ranked. Alright, we're going first into water. Looks like we're going to be starting with Darkrai. This is... oh, for Brawler. Arceus. Let's see what we get with the research. Zubat, Center Lady. I mean, I don't really need to do anything yet. We're just going to stack on the Darkrai. Research, draw 2. Cape into the Brawler, puts it to 90. I forget what the Brawler line does. Okay, it just like does more damage. Gotcha. So we're gonna Pokeball. Arceus. We don't need another Arceus. To be fair, we don't really need. We need a rare candy. Is what we need. So we're just gonna go in for 20 damage. Chip. We'll put the Arceus down. And I guess we'll start stacking on Arceus after. I'm not gonna use you yet. That's 40. Yeah. So we're just gonna pass. We're gonna use a Pokeball. That's fine. Froakie. Oh. And research. Oh my goodness, they have like 8 cards left in deck. The odds of a Frogadier and Greninja. Ooh, Rainbow Crabominable. Very high retreat cost though. So it's gonna do 80 damage next turn, which will take us out. if we didn't have Center Lady. I could Iono, but we have to Center Lady here to survive. We're gonna ping. 140. And we'll just pass on that. Irida heals up all the way. Crabominable seems kind of insane. Rare Candy goes into this. Wait, is that 20 damage? Okay, it's 20 damage to us. So that's going to put us down to 90. And then if they have a Geo or a Red, that would take us out. Luckily, they didn't have either one of those. There's Rare Candy. Alright, can I find Crobat? Let's see if we can find Crobat. Zubat? I think I might have to Iono then. See if we can find what we find here. Research, Crobat, Arceus. Now I just don't have the Rare Candy, you see. I think it's... we have to just get our damage in while we can. And we hope we find that Rare Candy. That's the main thing. Center Lady that heals a lot. Oh, wait. Yeah, they have, Greninja, so Greninja's gonna actually do some... take Darkrai out, so we have to put Arceus in. And we don't have Leaf. We actually might be cooked, because we got away rid of our Leaf here. Well, there's the Rare Candy! Oh, so close. Just a little bit earlier. Cunning Link. Put you down to 80. I'm gonna research. I don't know what I can research into, but... Zubat, Pokeball. Another Darkrai. I mean, if they didn't heal, like, every single turn... you know... that would be, like... we probably would have taken this down. So, we're gonna concede this one. 8, or I believe that was 7, right? 7 in a row. Pretty insane. Not my biggest win streak, of course, but I mean, 7's still pretty crazy.